Hello, everyone. Welcome to our winery update. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Paige.
Thank you so much for joining us. First off, Paige, what are you sipping on?
I have the last of some almond sparkling that I had in my fridge. How about you?
Ooh, I've got my tumbler out with some Le Crescent in it.
Oh yeah, I've got my Timber Hill tumbler out.
Mine was not clean, so I had to go with the This was a nice Christmas gift, though. So
That's cute.
Well, we've got some special guests and some fun things happening tonight. And I want to bring on our first guest, Tammy from Project 1649. Thank you so much for joining us, Tammy.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
So you guys are going to be our April Wino Bingo charity. And you guys will be calling bingo this Friday. And we are so excited to have you.
I'm excited. I've always wanted to call bingo. I think that's going to be really fun. I asked if other people in my office wanted to call bingo, and they all kind of like shied away. And I said, oh, no problem. I want to. I just didn't want to hog it if other people wanted to.
That's awesome. And so a big part of the Wino Bingo is we try to get, donations for the nonprofits, but another big part of it is just the awareness too. So I'm sure everyone is dying to hear exactly what Project 1649 is and the work that you guys do. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, of course. Project 1649 started about 7 years ago and represents the 16 hours and 49 seconds between school ending one day and starting the next. So we originally were the brainchild of the homeless liaisons with the Janesville and Beloit school districts, noticing that there was this population of unaccompanied teens in the high school who were, either kicked out or leaving home for safety reasons and just didn't have any place to be. And that time between school was a very dangerous and long, lonely time for them to be able to survive on their own. And so our organization really sprung up, as a community response to a need, people saying this isn't right and we have to be able to do something to help. So our organization was formed, and today we work with unaccompanied homeless youth either in the high schools or in the community if they have dropped out of school and maybe need to go back, or if they just graduated and that's when whatever they had going maybe fell apart. Our target age range is, freshman year up through 21. And we work with them providing basic needs. We do like 600 to 700 bags during the year of hygiene items or food to the schools. We do Christmas bags, back to school backpacks filled with supplies, food cards, just a lot of those things that the kids need so that, trafficking is a very big issue, unfortunately. And I think the trafficking task force might have been your charity previous to us. So we're very active with them. And, our kids are easy targets and prey for people that are wanting to take advantage of their vulnerabilities. So if we can provide basic needs so that they aren't having to worry about what they might be asked to do just to be able to eat or, have certain things or transportation, whatever, available to them, then, that's an important service that we can provide. And then we also operate 2 transitional living homes where kids can live, older kids can live for up to 18 months as they, finish school or work and save money, learn some skills so that when they transition into an apartment or out on their own or college, wherever it may be, they are, ready and prepared for, I guess, some of the things the world's going to throw at them.
Yeah, you guys do so many amazing things. And so how did you get involved with it, Tammy?
So I actually was working at United Way when the documentary Project 1649 was made. And the person that was working there with me at the time said, you have to watch this, have Kleenex ready. And I watched it. And afterwards, I just thought, obviously I knew there were homeless people. I wasn't naive to the fact that, there's child abuse and trafficking and all those things that happen in the world. But it just really, something about it really struck me. And as I was, leaving for my next job, I remember, Janine telling me, you're going to end up working for Project 1649. This is going to become an organization, because at the time it was just a documentary, and she was like, I just can feel that about you. And sure enough, when they finally, were in that position to, be their own organization, and we're hiring a director, I pretty much went into the interview and said, this is my job. And luckily it became my job, and I've been there ever since. And I can't imagine. I feel like everything I've ever done has led me to this job.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And so I was reading on your website, like different ways for people to get involved and give back. And donations are great. Awareness. What are some other ways that people can help you guys?
We have so many people that do collection drives. Every year when we are looking at how much we spend in cash, which of course we have to have, we think about how much we also give out in-kind donations. The amount of deodorant, toothpaste, trash bags, laundry detergent, you name it, that people provide to us, we very rarely have to buy any of those items. So, a lot of schools or churches or businesses participate with our back to school drive, or just run a hygiene collection drive or a cleaning supply drive or a food drive for us throughout the year. Those are all wonderful ways. We have a lot of groups that come in and do yard cleanup for us, or paint when we have, painting projects in the houses, or different things that need done that way. In the past, we've had people come in and cook with the kids at the house, teaching them a recipe or things like that, or coming in and sharing some kind of skill or hobby with them. So there's lots of different ways that people can get involved. But the biggest way that people help us, and especially now coming off of the year of COVID, when we couldn't have a lot of people in the houses, just the number and interesting fundraisers that have been done for us, or collection drives, has been really amazing. I think people aren't as spread thin as they were, when before COVID started. So that's given them the opportunity to do some interesting creative things and be able to donate back to the community in ways maybe they hadn't had time to do before. So, we're always interested in talking to people that want to do that. We just had a young woman yesterday, I think it was, she dropped off. She had put together 10 really cool little backpacks for kids that might be couch surfing, and actually spending some time not always having a place to be at night. And, it just had different things instead of just hygiene like we always give out. It had a first aid kit and a snap glow in the dark bracelet, and, socks and a beanie and just some stuff like that. And she was a young girl, and she's like, I want to support my peers. And before that, we had picked up a check from a flamingo flocking fundraiser that the St. Mark's Youth Group had done for us. So it can just come in so many different ways.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I know hygiene products is something the food pantry is always asking for. And a lot of that stuff is expensive too, like feminine products, all of that adds up. So I'm sure those donations are helpful.
Yeah, I'm sure we get tens of thousands of dollars just off of our Amazon wish list alone last year. I think it was $13,000 worth of things that were donated off our Amazon wish list. Wow. Which, I say social media, I love and hate it. I hate how it can really be really disruptive in our kids' lives, or something can be said or done in the bullying way, or things like that are hurtful. But at the same time, when we have a need, we can put it out on our Facebook page or on our Amazon wish list and let people know it's there. And it makes its way to us to be able to meet those kids' needs. So,
yeah, well, that's awesome. Well, we are so excited to have you guys out on Friday, and sounds like you're going to be a great bingo caller. I can tell already. You're coming in. It's going to be your first time, but you're going to seem like a pro. I know.
We're going to have fun, and we've got some cool prizes that we put together to bring out. So
awesome.
Yeah. Well, we're so excited to have you, and everybody, hopefully you can join us on Friday night. We're going to have Tammy, and our crew will be there too for Wino Bingo, and we'll be going virtual too. So if anyone doesn't want to come to the winery, if they can't make it, we'll be broadcasting it live like this here too. So everybody, and we'll make sure to post the donation link and the everything so that you guys can participate that way.
Yeah, that's really cool. We loved when we saw that you were doing the virtual aspect. We have our annual fundraiser in February has always been the lip sync battle. And since we couldn't do that this year, we moved to a virtual event and did an online masked singer. And, it worked out really well. We raised almost as much money as we would have at our live event. So when we saw we had the virtual too, we're like, we have a lot of people that follow our Facebook page, and we'll probably get into that. And then with you guys as followers, this could be really fun.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say could be. This is going to be really fun.
It's going to be a blast. So, and we're excited to have you. So hopefully you guys can all join us, and Tammy will be seeing you again on Friday.
Sounds great. Thanks for having me tonight.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited for bingo this month.
Me too. So it sounds like you could bring donations of items too on Friday, as well as, if you want to do cash donations for the bingo. I think they'd appreciate stuff too. So, and Amazon wish lists are really easy to find, just on Amazon. So,
yeah. And I was looking at on their website, they had like a wish list on there too of items. Cause then of course my brain first goes to I have a closet full of clothes, and all I wear are Timber Hill t-shirts, but it said right on there not to donate clothes. So gotta find another source for all that when I eventually clean it up.
Well, you've got the Sam's membership. You go get the bulk deodorant and just
Yep. So they've got it all on their website and Amazon, and so cash is always a good donation.
Yeah.
Too. That way they can pay for all kinds of things. So we've got bingo on Friday. Then we've got some other fun events and things happening. But first off, I wanted to start with a question of the week. Dun, 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 dun. Question of the week. This week, I'm coming up with the question. And I want to hear what people say in the comments too. My question is, what's your answer when someone asks, do you want the good news or the bad news first?
Ooh, I am definitely the bad news first kind of person, because I like to start at the bottom and go up. What about you?
I agree. I want the bad news, rip it off with a Band-Aid, and then the good news to kind of help ease the ease the
I know, it always makes me feel better if I hear the good news at the end.
Yeah. Looks like we got a mix here. Some people are saying bad news, some are saying good. So some are saying she is bad news.
Only my husband, so.
Bad news, because then that's all I can think about. Bad news, and on a good note. Okay, I'm seeing more bad news first. So, Paige, you got some bad news for us?
No. I was thinking about that. I'm like, is she going to go there right now? Okay. So, yes, I do have some bad news. And my bad news is that this is my last live with the winery. I am leaving. My last day is Friday. So, I've had so much fun and such a great time working there, and I love everybody that I worked with, and I love all of you guys, and I will definitely be back to try all the new wines, especially maize. I'm really excited about that. So
you got some good news too, or should I come up with
some? Yeah, the good news is Cindy Meyer is going to be at the winery on Monday.
Well, how about this? I've got some good news to share. So obviously Paige is very sadly leaving us, and don't fear, though. There's no hole left in her wake, because we have two awesome team members who are going to be helping out and taking over some of the duties that Paige did, one of which is Allie. And so if you guys have been enjoying Allie's poor decision videos, which I'm sure you have because they're great, then be prepared, because you're going to be seeing more of her too. So that can be the good news for this, and a great segue into Allie's drink for this week. She's got a good one, so get ready for this.
back to Poor Decisions. This week we're gonna make a spring fling with our Marquette Rosé. So this one has to be made in a pitcher because we're celebrating spring, so why would we not want a giant cocktail to help? So we're gonna do 16 ounces of Marquette Rosé. After that, we're gonna go in with 8 ounces of cranberry juice. Grab 4 ounces of orange juice. This is where it gets a little fun. We're gonna add 4 ounces of raspberry liqueur. I'm gonna add in some lemon and lime slices and about 3 ounces of soda on top. Let's give it a little mix. Grab a glass with some ice. Let's try it. Cheers. We did it again. We did it again. This is so good.
I loved her dance at the end. That was so great.
Oh, that was so funny. So that's the good news. You're going to be seeing more of that.
Yeah. I like how it was like alcohol, 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 and then 2 ounces of Sprite.
Yeah, just yeah. I like. There's a video online where it like shows making a mimosa, and instead of like pouring the orange juice in, they're like just waft the orange. That's
I haven't seen that.
basically what she did with the Sprite.
My brother, he liked he liked vodka and Sprite, but he would call it the vodka and because he wouldn't even want to like don't even say the whole word because he's just
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, so she made that big pitcher. Well, as most of you know, Marquette Rosé is one of my favorites. So anything made with it naturally is going to also be one of my favorites. And so I ended up having 2 glasses of that because she made a nice big pitcher of it and it's been warm out. So it was a nice.
Yeah, that was really good. I didn't realize it was Marquette Rosé that was in there. It was very good.
Yeah, with all the different like components, it's just kind of a nice neutral wine, I would say. That
very summery. Is refreshing with the little Sprite.
Yeah. The only problem with that one is we can't serve it at the winery, at least not with the I forgot how to say it. Is it Chambord?
Yeah, like
raspberry liqueur. Yeah, we can't use the raspberry liqueur at the winery. I do have some on my desk though, so what's left of that bottle might be sitting on my desk for maybe I'll have to make Paige do some shots on Friday of it.
Yeah. Definitely the Jello shots.
Yeah. That can be a new last day tradition. Everybody has to take some shot or a shot of jalapeno. How about that?
Oh yeah, there you go. Really go out with a bang.
Matt says you're going on to become a professional TikToker. So we all want to wish you the best of luck with that.
Thank you. I'm also 22 and dance. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some successful older TikTokers too. There's this one woman on TikTok. Her name is It's J Dog. I think she's almost 90. She's definitely in her 80s. And she posts the funniest videos. So you can definitely be a successful TikToker at any age. If anything J-Dog has taught me, then don't let your age stop you.
Well, how do you think that would taste with just some raspberry wine in there?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Or so it was a black raspberry. So what's the difference between black raspberries and blackberries? Is that like a completely
That's a really good question. Someone that knows a lot about fruit should chime in on this.
Yeah.
So maybe black diamond would be good. Just a little.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to play around with that too. So we've got Bingo Friday. You can come and try some of the wine slushies, though. We definitely have those. I mixed up 2 new flavors today. I tried both of those as well. They were very delicious. Did you get to try them today yet?
No, but I've tried the wine colada one before, and I love it. I think it's so good. So, and then the basil lemonade, I think I tried last week. So
we did the wine colada, which is pineapple and colada mix with muscat. And then the other one I went with muscat too. Both the flavors that I wanted to do. I'm like, honestly, I think muscat is the best wine to go with either of these. So we did strawberry basil lemonade. And I used the same mix that we have out where you can get the take-home smaller bottles of it. And I was so impressed. There were freeze-dried strawberry chunks in there.
That's
so
cool.
It's not strawberry flavoring. There were actual freeze-dried real strawberries in there. And so it tastes like real fresh strawberries now that it's been mixed with the wine and the basil and a little lemon in there to citrus it up. It's so good. So I think they could be good together, but a lot of people today were getting just like one of each, especially of the to-go ones. They were doing one of each of them.
Yeah, the to-go ones are perfect. It's, this much and you just get to take it home with you. So grab a couple, definitely. You'll need at least 2 or 3, I would say.
Yeah, and somebody was asking me too, whether with the to-go ones to keep it in the fridge or the freezer. So if you keep it in the fridge, then it'll probably just turn back into wine. So definitely keep it in the freezer, but it will freeze, not completely solid, but it'll be more solid than you'd want it to be. So just make sure to take it out and kind of thaw it for like probably 10 minutes or so before you want to actually drink it, or just pour it with more wine into it.
Yeah, there you go. Or you can eat it like sherbet.
Yep. That's what we should do next. We should get like sherbet, like how Culver's has those pint things. We'll get big pints of slushy for people to take home.
Yes, definitely. Bigger options. The 7 ounce is only going to last, or the medium size is only going to last so long.
Yeah. So we've got the slushy machine up and rolling with some new flavors for this week. They're going to be perfect for what we've got going on Sunday. You want to talk about that?
Cindy Meyer's back. I'm so excited. I love having live music at the winery. I think it's so much fun. And I think it brings such a fun crowd too. So Cindy Meyer is coming to the winery on Sunday from 2 to 4, and she'll be singing her beautiful songs. So we're so excited to have her back, and she'll be live. She'll be on the patio. And the patio is first come, first serve. So if you want to come and see Cindy, I would come a little bit earlier just because I feel like the patio is going to fill up really quickly. But on that same note, if you want to, you can bring a lawn chair or like a picnic blanket and, just kind of sit in the lawn and still have your slushie and your pretzel and listen to Cindy. So really excited about that. She's going to be there Sunday, 2 to 4. So live music back at the winery.
Yeah.
Yay.
And we're going to try to live stream it too. So hopefully we can get technology working as usual. That's always, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But I know I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't like Small Business Saturday where we have like a line of people waiting at like 9 a.m. to get on the patio to make sure they get their spot first.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a concert that everybody's been dying to go to. So
Krista said that we can make an ice cream with black diamond. That would be really good, like a black diamond sherbet. But I've also heard of people pouring black diamond over their, like on as a sundae kind of a thing. And I'm like, oh, that's a really good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be good.
I haven't tried that. I know at Basics in Janesville, they sell pints of ice cream that are made by a local guy who makes them at Basics. Last I knew, and he has made some wine ice cream with some of our wine and has sold it at Basics. So I think he used Foch, if I remember correctly.
So dry.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe we'll have to connect with him and get him some Black Diamond to try.
Yeah. There you go. Like we'll have the cheesecakes and the ice cream, and we'll be good to go.
Cheesecakes, ice cream, wine, pretzels, pizza. That's all you really ever need in life, I think.
It's true. Especially the pretzels. They're awesome.
Yep. So we've got Cindy coming on Sunday. And for other events coming up, we've got yoga. Tickets are selling pretty quick again. So if you guys want to come for April 22nd is the next yoga. And we're limiting it to 10 people. And then if the weather's really nice and we're going to be able to do it outside, we will add kind of last minute tickets. And if we get to our 10, then we'll do a wait list. But right now, there's still a couple tickets left. I don't know if we're quite halfway there, but it did sell out last week. So definitely, if you want to come, get your tickets as soon as you know that you can come, because I know a lot of the yoga people were very excited to be back at it. And I know Elise was definitely excited to be.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to get out of the house again. The weather's nice and definitely.
Yeah, so hopefully as the weather keeps getting nicer, we can move yoga outside and fit more people. But we had 10 last week, and that seemed to be a sweet number, so that there was, the room was full, but everyone was still able to space out and still have a good time. So, and then also too, when we have yoga, please keep that in mind for your visits to the winery. If you're not going to do yoga, the patio will be open. And then I know last week I stuck some people around, and we had some wine over by the barrels in our production area so that we didn't disturb our yoga people. So just please help us and keep that in mind when we do have yoga going on, to try not to disturb that too much. But yeah, that was fun to have yoga back. And then next week we're going to have Jen and her team for the myofascial release. That'll be exciting.
Yeah, I love when they come. It's like little massages that they're giving everybody for free. They're free treatments. So come and try it out. You have nothing to lose, literally.
Yep. So they do probably a 10-minute or so demonstration just to kind of familiarize people with the myofascial release techniques and exactly what to expect if you were to make an appointment and everything. And I highly recommend it. I go there at least once a month.
And then if you do come and you like it, then they also have, I think it's called Try It Tuesdays, where it's a half hour for $30, I want to say. Jen, if you're still watching, put in the comments what it is, what it includes. But it's this is like a little snack, and then you get the appetizer with that, and then unless you just want to jump in, that's good too. But when they come to the winery too, if you get the service by the free service, then they give you a coupon for your next service. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Jennifer says yep. So I think we got all the facts right. Oh, yep. So we've got that going on. We're going to be releasing the full video tomorrow, but I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek. Our friends from the Great Lakes Hemophilia Foundation came by and did a little video with us today. So I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek in that, and we'll release the full thing. Hey guys, it's Amanda from Timber Hill Winery. I'm here with Tommy from Great Lakes Hemophilia Foundation, and we're here to talk about the Milwaukee's Best Bloody Mary contest.
All right, so I think today we're just going to chat a little about the contest. Great Lakes Hemophilia Foundation and Timber Hill Winery, so it'll be super fun. So why do you participate in a competition?
Well, mostly just because it's so much fun. I first heard about it by going to it. I think it used to be at Turner Hall.
Yes, that was a while ago.
That was my first time going to the actual event. And I have a good friend who got me involved with it, and her nephew has hemophilia, and so that's just how I kind of got involved with it to begin with, and realized what an amazing event it is, and definitely wanted to be a part of it.
How many years have you been doing it now? I know you did Madison too, right?
Yeah, we've done the Milwaukee competition, I think at least 3 years, and then before that I volunteered for it too. And then we did the Madison one in 2019 or 2018, maybe.
And you won, right?
Yeah, so in 2020, and I think even before that too, in one of the years, we've gotten Most Inventive. We've also gotten Best Mix too. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
So what's your favorite part of the event when it's in person?
I loved when it was in person, just how like crazy it was. Like when we were making Bloody Marys nonstop, and there was just a line of people waiting to try the Bloody Marys. Like just kind of that craziness of everything going. Like we brought a cowbell and had people ring the cowbell when they tried it, and so it's just there's a lot of fun stuff with it.
So I see you have a bloody made up. What makes yours different? What makes it special?
Well, ours is extra special because we put wine in it. Not just any wine though, our jalapeno wine.
Oh jeez.
It is fermented jalapeno, so it's very spicy. That was a nice little sneak peek. We've got some more coming here tomorrow, so and hopefully they're going to be doing the Madison Best Bloody Mary contest. And since we're kind of nestled between the two big cities, we get to do both of them.
The Best Bloody last year was so much fun when it was in person. I love seeing the creativity of everybody. I think the garnishes, everyone gets so creative with those, and like the mixes are fun too. So it was really fun, and I hope the Madison one's just as fun. I'm sure it will be.
Yeah, you'll have to participate in it.
Oh, I'll volunteer. Just text me.
You volunteer. Only if Matt can come help open all the cans.
There you go.
He's professionally trained in that now.
He's
So.
the designated can. Yeah, we did do a lot of can opening this last time.
Yeah, so for the Milwaukee Best Bloody Mary contest for 2021, it was all virtual and people picked up the kits and everything. And so we went through a lot of Bloody Mary mix still, though. I think they definitely didn't have the turnout like they used to, but they had a good turnout. So it was better than nothing at all, that's for sure.
Yeah, one business actually bought a bunch for their employees, and they did like a virtual kind of tasting. So that was a cool idea.
Yeah, that's awesome. Matt says his thumb is still bruised from
opening all the
cans. So hopefully a callus will build up in time for the Madison one, so he can come get us prepped for that.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned. We've got more video of that coming tomorrow. Book club is coming. We've got, I'm trying to remember the date on that. April 25th, I want to say.
I think it's the 29th.
The 29th, yep. Monogamy by Sue Miller.
Have you read it? Have you finished it?
I haven't started reading it yet, so that's why I don't have a description or any information besides that. I know it's about a woman whose husband passes away, and she finds out a secret about him that like completely changes her view of him and kind of like just disrupts her life. And so that's kind of my very like one line synopsis of what it is. So hopefully I am going to finish the book I'm listening to right now this week and then start that one next. I will definitely be reading it before we have book club on April 29th.
Does it tell you on the audiobook how long it is to listen to, like how many hours?
Yep. So it tells you I use the app Audible, but I know like the libraries, they have an app too. There's like Overdrive is another good one for audiobooks. And it tells you like the total hours for a book and then how many hours you have left too.
Oh, that's cool. And then you can listen to it in double time, right? So just hear him reading to you so fast.
I've done that once for book club. I read the book club book on that day in double time. Were you there that day, Paige?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was intense. Don't recommend it. If you if you can listen or read ahead of time, don't read or listen to the whole thing in one day. While trying to do work, that was not, it was a good book, but
do you feel like you heard everything that they said, or was it just kind of you got a synopsis of it, or you skimmed it?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, you can get most of it. I mean, it's not quite like a skimming, but you don't take it all in as much as you probably should, I would say. So if there's any like foreshadowing or depth to it, you're probably not going to pick up on some of the stuff that you would if you were reading it more intensely.
Oh, Amber needs her motivation. Remember, she said she hasn't gotten the book.
I didn't see her this weekend for wine slushy, so maybe this week's flavors of strawberry basil or wine colada will bring her in enough so that I can give her a hard time on joining us. So
give her some motivation.
Yeah. Well, we've got a busy week, and there's only 2 days left to come get a glass of wine poured by Paige. So come on in, and we're going to be open tomorrow, 11 to 7, just a regular day, and then Friday, Wino Bingo. So, and then the fun weekend ahead. I should warn people too, on Saturday, we've got a bridal shower at the winery in the morning. So we are definitely like reservation only for inside for a good chunk of the morning. And so if you want to come and sit inside, make sure to make a reservation. I don't know what the weather's going to be like on Saturday, so keep an eye on that. And you are warned that we're going to have the shower inside. So hopefully it won't be showering outside, and come and enjoy the winery. So that's it for tonight. And I think we're ready to sign off. And one last cheers with Paige here.
Cheers.
Thanks for joining us. Bye, guys.
Bye.